All right, guys, as promised, I'm bringing you my dairy-free cheese sauce. Let's get in the kitchen. All right, so here's a sneak peek of some of the ingredients we're going to be using during this video. All right, so to start off, we're going to use the Earth Balance Original Vegan Butter, and we're just going to let that melt on low heat right now. And then we're going to get ready to add some minced garlic. Yep, just like this. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit, turn up the heat just a little bit so we can get this melted. Not too high though. All right, so I'm going to add some original almond milk. You can use whatever brand you prefer. This is what I'm using. And I'm going to eyeball it, but I'm going to pour about 1/4 a cup in right now. All right, and I'm going to mix this together as well. Just want to make sure it's mixed in really good. And I'm going to crank up the heat a little bit on this just because I kind of want it to simmer because I'm about to get ready to add some vegan cheese. So I'm adding the Daya cheddar and Daya pepper jack cutting board style cheese to this. And I'm pretty much going to sprinkle, I'm using the 1/4 cup measuring, but I'm going to put a total of 1/2 cup of the cheddar and just 1/4 cup of the pepper jack. And that's what this looks like. All right, so we're going to get ready to mix this up here. And you want to make sure you kind of let some of that melted butter mix into all this cheese so it can get that flavor in there really good. All right, so I'm adding some Old Bay urban garlic seasoning and some, I believe it's called the Gods, Vegan Gods seasoning, cheese seasoning. I'll again post that picture in the beginning of this video so that you can see what that is. But we're going to sprinkle a little of that, not too much. And if you don't have any of this, you can also use any other type of whatever you previously used. I know some people use nutritional yeast, but just a dab of their Old Bay seasoning. That's my little secret. And we're just going to let that mix up really good. And now you see the heat's really going, so it's going to get a good ratio there. So as it kind of thickens up, you see it's mostly all fat. So guess what we're going to get ready to add into this? Yes, you're right. We're going to add a little bit of milk. So I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of almond milk right here. And I'm going to mix that in so that way I can get a little bit more of the cheese consistency that I would prefer. All right, and as I mix this, you see it is now starting to look a lot more like cheese. So I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit now to a low simmer. And I'm going to get ready also just to add a little bit more of almond milk. Yes. And that's going to really get this right where I want it to be. Now, I've used this cheese sauce on multiple things. I've made nachos. I've made lots of things. So, of course, you can play with this and make whatever else you like. All right, as you can see with my spoon test, it is to the consistency that I like. So now it's time to eat. So I'm going to turn this off and let's plate my meal for now. All right, so I have some red potatoes that I baked in the oven while I was making the cheese sauce, and it is now done. And earlier you might have seen my Instagram post where I post soft tacos with these same ingredients, but here I'm going to show you that I've also eaten it sandwich style. So I've taken my guacamole or avocado, same thing, whatever you have right now, and I spread that over some whole wheat toasted buns, and I've added my lettuce, and I'm getting ready to add my onions here. And now we're going to add those potatoes. All right, and there is that cheese sauce. And I actually sprinkled a little bit of my little vegan bacon bits here for this sandwich. And now it's time to put it together and time to eat. Oh my goodness. That was so good. All right. And as you can see, I took the rest of the cheese sauce and I was able to put them into 3 additional containers. So this cheese sauce actually made a total of 6 meals. And you can mix it and put in whatever you like. I hope you really enjoy. Thanks for watching.